Hey guys, sorry I look so terrible right now. I'm not trying to go with a new look or whatever, this old mountain man feel. I was gonna shave tomorrow and then record this video, but the mood struck me right now and I had a lot of things to say, so I thought, what the heck, I'll just get it all out right now when it feels most natural, strike while the iron's hot. I've just been very busy this week, hence why I look like a slob, and I'm sorry. But now let's move on to things of a little more importance, just a little bit. So, that Bionicle Mega review, a lot of people liked that. I originally didn't expect it to take off just because it was so long. I thought people would see the length and be like, oh, it's just another one of these guys. Especially since a lot of other people had already reviewed these and I was really late to the party. But it ended up being worth the wait, and a lot more people watched it than I thought were going to. It's still getting like 500 views, or sometimes 1,000 a day, and I've been getting a steady flow of subscribers since uploading it. Like, I've been getting like 10 to 30 of those a day. And I really want to thank you guys, because it's like you've pushed me to like my first big milestone. 5,000 really isn't that big of a number. I'm still just, a little speck in the YouTube sea. And I really don't care that much about subscribers and whatnot, but still, I look back at my original channel, which only ever got to like 342, and I could never have imagined myself getting to this point where so many people clearly want to see my stuff. Especially considering I've never once, at the end of one of my videos, gone, click on this button to see more, or, make sure you subscribe, and when I can't stand it when people do that. If someone wants to see your stuff, they are going to do it. They are going to click that button, like they are surely smart enough to, because they must know what it does, and they will be showing of their own accord that they want to see more of your stuff. So just knowing that 5,000 individuals really want to see my stuff and took the time to click that button out of their own free will just because they like my stuff that much. It is pretty moving to me, especially since I don't upload videos that often. I only make like 10 reviews a year, if even that. But each time I do, especially with this current format where I'm able to talk about like 10 things at once in one go, it's almost like an event. Like, oh, Nick's uploaded a video. And yeah, I know that feeling. I get that feeling when I watch some other people's stuff. If they're the kind of person who only uploads a video once every month or two, just once in a blue moon, but you see it in your subscription box and you know they have put a lot of time and effort into that. That said, lately I haven't been able to dedicate that much time to videos, so I haven't made a Lord of Skull Spiders review yet. But I will. The reason I haven't been making a lot of videos lately is probably because I've been taking a lot more time to work on commissions and things like that. Just focusing more on my art because I'm saving up for a new PC. Because my current setup, this little laptop, I have run this thing ragged in the last year and a half that I've been using it. And it's still working pretty fine, but it's doing things that it never used to do, and I think it might be on its way out simply because I've been making it do a lot of things that little laptops like this weren't made to do. So I'm gonna try to get something more powerful, and I should be able to afford it next month. I've already saved up like 2/3 of the money I need, and once I get that, hopefully it'll be a little easier to make videos and whatnot. This house likes to make a lot of noises. And there it goes, it's stopped. So anyway, some people have come to me because of that Bionicle review, following another Bionicle review, following a review of a bunch of Bionicle games, which is basically all I've done these last few months. I've gone, so wait, are you a Biotuber now? Is this all you're going to do from now on? And I just want to tell you guys right now, no. Despite, what somebody led you to believe, no, I'm not just going to be making Bionicle stuff from now on. I just wanted to make reviews of these new Bionicle toys because of Bionicle's return. It was just really special to me. I'm going to make a video about Lord of Skull Spiders, and eventually I'll make a video about the Summer Wave, but that's going to be it for this year. I already talked about all the Bionicle games I wanted to, so, in terms of game reviews, that's all out of the way. I want to make a few more game reviews this year. And like that, they're going to be huge things where I talk about like an entire series worth of stuff, or at least the games I've played. I'm going to make one about the Ratchet and Clank series, like leading up to, the release of the new one, and I'll probably make a video just about that separately when it finally comes out. Yeah, I want to make one about all the Metal Slug games. I'm going to make a video about some of my favorite Mega Man games. Maybe a few that just kind of fly under the radar or that I feel are really underrated, like, say, Battle Network 5 or Mega Man 04. Yeah, my computer's doing something weird. And I'm gonna make one about some Star Wars games, just the ones that I really, really like. KOTOR, Shadows of the Empire, that pod racing game. Oh, speaking of which, I'm gonna make a top 5 racing games that I've played, just ones I really, really, really get a kick out of. And at some point, probably near the end of this year, I want to make a list of my top 10 favorite video games ever made, or at least I've ever played. And that's going to be pretty big. So, I want to at least make those 5 videos this year. And again, they'll be done pretty sparingly, just once in a while. But again, they're going to be big things. They're going to be events. And it really moves me that people subscribe to my stuff, even though I don't upload stuff that often. So, it's like they're just hanging there, just waiting for me to finally upload something. And then I do, and there we go. And again, just thanks a lot, guys. But yeah, I'm not a BioTuber now. I'm going to go to different things. It's just, I don't know. Things have been kind of slow lately, but I'm going to get the new PC and all that stuff. One more thing I want to talk about is Sonic Exodus, because I have, it's been a while since we saw anything new of that, and I keep having to remind people, no, it is not dead. And even now, things have been kind of quiet, people are starting to forget about it, and it's just there have been a couple of points in recent months where I've wondered to myself, could we be going out? Is this never going to be? But no, it's just that, the other guys, they've been really busy with things like college and other real-life stuff, so they just haven't been able to find the time to work on this, and that's very understandable. I don't want to, make these guys do anything that you can't really expect them to, just because that's how life goes. But this summer, they should have enough free time that we should finally be able to put something together, at least a new trailer showing all the new stuff we've been working on. Sometimes there's also communication problems where someone will drop off the map for a month because of computer troubles, and then they'll probably be like, hey man, but we're going along. We're about halfway done with the island. We're just moving on to the last part of it, which is also the biggest part, where all these paths eventually coalesce into the top of the mountain and all that. At this point, it looks like we're probably going to stop with this one level. That might be all we ever get to do, unless we impress some other programmers and get to do more. But you know what? Even if it is just this one island, I'll be fine with that, because I will have made my statement on how I want a 3D Sonic game to play, and so will these other guys who clearly agree. And, we'll have really done something. It won't just be all talk. We'll really have made something. And again, it's going to take a long while, but we'll get there eventually. Keep in mind, it's just me and 3 other guys. And I don't even do any other programming. I just draw some maps for them to make game stuff based on. Yeah. But, still, things are going pretty well for me. I'm sorry that I do things so slowly, so sparingly. But again, I try to make each new thing really, really meaningful. And it moves me that you guys just want to see more of this stuff. Because it shows the impact it has on some people. And this YouTube thing is not where I spend most of my time. I do a lot more stuff on DeviantArt. I upload the stuff there pretty much every day. But even with this being a side thing, more of a hobby than anything else, I don't get AdSense. I just want to talk about games and toys. Again, it's just nice that this is really starting to go somewhere. Those views are going up faster and faster all the time, it seems. Now I'm just going to take a moment to talk about a few people that I think you guys might want to check out. There's Matthew Matosis. He's the kind of guy who, again, only uploads something once in a blue moon, but they're really, really fun. And people think that I like to nitpick games and, peel apart every little bit of it, but he really, really does it. And he does it in such a smart way. I am just blown away by all the little nuances, all the little things he can pick out of a game and just make them seem so much more meaningful than I probably ever could. And similarly, there's Shaymade. He recently uploaded a video called Sonic Spitball, where he was just talking about all these things from all the games throughout the series, or at least, all of the main series. And this video just blew me away. I was floored when I watched this video. All I could write was a comment saying, I love you, man. Because he basically took everything that I have, at least in terms of level design, not so much story and whatnot, but he's taken everything I've said about Sonic and the gameplay mechanics and all that stuff over the years, and piled it together in a faster, more interesting way. It's just amazing to me that he and I are perfectly in sync. He said basically everything that I've ever wanted to say about Sonic and how he controls and moves and plays, and he's just done it in such a great way. And I really think you guys should check it out. It's only about an hour and a half long. You could probably just, listen to something. I mean, listen to it while you're doing something else like drawing or, whatever. But even then, just listen to what he has to say, because he's really, really interesting. He's a swell guy. And last but not least, if you guys don't know about the Pixel Brains, you might want to check them out because they are some of the best Let's Players on YouTube that I know of. I love these guys. They are just so great. And their Let's Play style is very different from most YouTube Let's Play channels. And I don't care what people say about, oh, you know, they just die all the time or they say a bunch of retarded things and they're just so stupid. None of their stuff is good. I like these guys because when they're playing a game, you can just know that they really care. They are just so into it. They have such a passion for what they're playing. They focus so squarely on that. You can't help but get into it with them. You can't help getting so invested as they are in being the game, or at least just having a good time. You know, I've had a lot of laughs thanks to them over the years, and they recently uploaded an anniversary stream, a 3-year anniversary stream. It was huge, one of the best streams I've ever done. And you know, if you want to have a good time, if you think you might like that kind of style, where you know they might fail a lot, but you can see that they are really enjoying, you know, the game, instead of just talking about random stories like, oh hey, you want to hear about the time I pooped my pants? You know, go check them out. They're pretty great. And that's it for this video, guys. I don't make a lot of videos like these anymore where I'm just talking to the camera for a while. I used to make them a lot, and some people have come to me saying, why don't you make more thought-provoking philosophical videos like that anymore? And I look back at some of those older videos and I'm like, you guys see some of the stuff I used to make? I honestly think I'm doing better now, where I just focus on fewer videos that are just more meaningful and have a lot more going on. As I said, you know, I felt like I may as well take this chance to talk about a lot of things that I've been meaning to get off my chest, and, you know, just let you guys know what's going on lately. So, you know, wish me luck getting this new PC and, you know, the videos I do want to make in the future. And I hope you enjoyed this whole look for while it lasted, because I'm not going to look like this tomorrow. Doodles. Oh, and before I forget, just to show you guys that I like you a lot, here's my review of Sonic Runners. I don't have an iPhone.